having us. My name is Romero, and I would just like to ask first, how many of you guys are Laker fans? Any Laker fans here? No one likes the Lakers?
Really?
Hey, okay, well, that's fine. Well, I was a huge Laker fan. And I don't know if you guys know Kobe Bryant, right? Most of you guys know. Huge fan of Kobe Bryant. I was about 13 when I really liked watching him play, and I wanted his jersey number 8. I was so excited. I saved money, and I saved money because I knew that the jersey was expensive. So I went to the store and I bought it. I bought it on a Friday. So you can imagine how you feel right when you buy your first fresh pair of clothes, excited to wear it for school. So I had my jersey for Friday and I wanted to wear it on Monday to school, right? Well, when I wore it, going to class, felt cool. I wanted everyone to notice me with my Laker jersey, number 8, Kobe Bryant. But people started making fun of me, started laughing at me. And they started saying how it was fake. My jersey was fake. And I didn't have a lot of money, so I didn't know whether the jersey was fake or real. But I loved it, and they made me hate it. So the friends that I considered friends became my enemies. And they kept making fun of me. And that's what we want to lead you.
I feel like bullying is an important topic to talk about. You gotta address this situation because you guys don't want to talk about it. We are here to break the silence, and the fact that there's a generational differences. How many do you guys have a phone?
Yeah, you guys know.
No.
Yeah, I know.
We want you guys to know how capable you guys are to harm someone else like that. Just for fun.
So we are V4V, the voice for the voiceless. My name is Juan Romero. Again, this is Romeo and Barbara. So, sorry for you guys, I can't really see that good.
So yeah, you guys, I know it's kind of weird, a weird angle, so look that way.
As well.
As well. So kind of look at us and look at that. Real simple, right?
So most of you guys are thinking right now, since we're talking about bullying, what that got to do with me, right? I'm sure you guys see this picture, right? Most of you guys are probably thinking that right now. Why do I listen to this? Right? We do this all the time.
You guys are always thinking like, just like another presentation. Here we go again, hearing the same old about bullying. But this is a real serious topic and it's on the rise tremendously, especially this campus. So, and I know the majority of you guys, and I care for you guys because you're my babies. And bullying is something that is just taken as a joke. People just look at it as like, oh, okay, so what? That's just them. That's their fault. But if you really care for somebody, you guys need to take into consideration that it can harm somebody. Anybody.
So raise up hands. Okay, and be serious, you guys, alright? How many of you guys have someone you guys truly care for? Like you have a good friend, a best friend. You guys got best friends? I have a best friend, come on. Elementary school with a high school, right? Right? The person you just care for, like that's your homie, you do anything for them. Of course, right?
Now imagine if they were bullied. How do you think they would? How about if one fell? There's Laker jersey. They would probably feel humiliated and insecure.
So first, before we'd like to start, we would like to give you guys the definition of bullying. I'm sure you guys know what bullying means. We're going to give you guys the definition so you guys can better understand it, okay?
So bullying, you guys might know, but just to remind you, it's something that you do over and over. It's repeated. It's not just like, okay, I just do it one time and no. It's something that becomes a pattern. It's something that's intentional. Like you want to, like you have in your head, like, oh, I'm going to do something to somebody else. Like I'm gonna go pick on him every freaking day just because I want to. It's something that is like a power. It's a power that you have over that person, and then they fear you as well.
But you guys have to understand, right? There's people that are mean, there's people that are rude, but they're not bullying. You have to understand what rude is, and when someone's mean, and when someone's bullying. So it's important to understand those differences. And Romeo's going to be talking about those different terms, okay?
Now let's talk about rude. You know the one, you're watching a movie in a theater, someone's talking, you just want to watch Fantastic Beasts or Doctor Strange, whatever you're gonna watch. So that's seen as more accidental. They don't mean to be rude, but you should say something because they're being mean to you.
Yeah, you know the person that just you can just be just sitting right now in the classroom and somebody just wanna say something, just blurt out something. That's just being rude. Being rude to your teacher, just in the movie theater, just anything like that that's just like not normal. Like, okay. You give them that side eye, like, what are you doing?
Now mean, it's something that's done on purpose. Did any of you watch Mean Girls where she didn't let that girl sit on the table? So that's just like a one-time occurrence. It's not really repeated, but it's just something that's done once, but they just want to put you down just once.
So they know what they're doing. They know they're being mean. But they don't do it repeated like you mentioned, right? It's just someone that just has a bad attitude. Whereas rude, they don't realize what they're saying. And I'm sure you guys had someone you're like, what's wrong with this person? Right? What's his problem? But they don't probably realize it. So lastly, of course, is the term bully.
This one is like, it's done with purpose. You have that bully that just goes to you every day. They just want to just mess with you. And there's like a power imbalance where they just want to control you. And it's best that you just try to avoid those people.
They have like no remorse for anything that they do. They just do it just because. And I mean, they just like I said, like they don't care. So they'll just there's no regrets on anything they're doing. So they just keep picking at that one person or several people.
So now that you guys understand what rude is, mean, and bullying, you have to understand that there's 4 different types of bullying. And Barbara's going to be speaking to them about it.
So these are the 4 types. You have physical, social, verbal, and cyber. And all these types make bullying. So the first one we have physical. This is like, have you guys ever heard that saying, sticks and stones, I break my bones, your mom or something maybe told you like that? I know you guys are young. Okay, so this is back in my day, this is what we had all day. It was physical. We didn't have nothing else, we had a lot of physical. So just hitting, punching, kicking, hair pulling, pushing, you slamming somebody into a locker. Even sometimes you could be in a classroom just messing with somebody's hair and stuff, and you just they keep telling you like leave me alone. That's considered bullying. It's just physical, but this type of bullying is what we think is the only type. So and then we have the second one, social. This is really big. You guys know this is really big here. Social, spreading rumors, gossip, excluding others, telling them, you know, you're not my friend, cussing. All that is social. So most of you guys, you know, little gossip that, you know, somebody might tell you, that's that's considered bullying. And all those spreading rumors, you don't even know what the truth is and stuff, that's bullying. Third, we have verbal. This is also a big issue. We also have this as well. Verbal was really big, but not as big as it is today. So verbal is using words to hurt somebody emotionally. It also can hurt somebody mentally as well. You're saying, like, you're stupid, you're a liar, you're a fag, anything like that. Anything like that. It's, you know, it's a no-no. So, consider to according to Packer.org, 80% of the students use verbal to bully.
I hope you guys heard that. 80%
That is really,
for
really
bullies
big.
use verbal. I'm sure you guys already experienced it or have seen it happen, heard it happen, right? But you allow it to happen.
You guys
Some
just
people
don't,
allow it.
yeah, you guys just don't consider it bullying because it's like, oh, just some words. It's nothing. But that's really, you're degrading somebody. You're using your words to hurt somebody without you even knowing that you are hurting somebody.
lastly?
Lastly, then you have cyberbullying. This right here is like on the rise, and it's crazy. According to cyberbullying.org, oh my God, cyberbullying today in 2016 is like the #1 bullying. Oh my God, because people hiding behind the screen, just talking mess all day. You know, you're on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, just saying anything, trying to hurt somebody, like, oh, this person this, and then that's how it becomes social, because you spread the rumors on cyber, then become social, then become verbal, and then it goes from there. And then this is also like your phone, you have email. Well, you guys don't really email too much, not yet. Then you have text message, texting your friend all the time. This girl's this guy is this. Then you also spreading embarrassing pictures. Yeah.
You guys saw the memes, right? Remember that meme, that first one I showed you guys? The girl with the, right? Have you guys seen that before?
The
On your,
web page.
you guys have phones, right? Right? You guys have seen that picture before on social media? Can you imagine what she has to go through? Can you imagine her in an everyday life, working, and then someone be like, aren't you, like, you know, do the thing. Do the,
So what?
you know,
Do that all
can you
the time.
imagine what she has to go through? It's a
That's
funny
just-
picture, though. She looks kind of funny, but if you have to think hard about it and be like, I wonder what she's going through because of that. Because someone put her on social media. And it's easy to give that a like. It's easy to agree and be like, wow, she was funny. Right? So, after that we have outcomes for victims. There's victims of bullying. I'm sure you guys know some people that are experiencing bullying, right? You guys probably have some friends that go through that because of their differences, because of the way they look, the way they dress. Maybe they have that fake jersey, right? I was that person. I know how that feels. These are some of the short terms. Short terms meaning now. Now for the victims. People that are getting bullied in this school, in Los Angeles County, United States, like 53% of students fall into extreme depression. They become sad. I felt like I was going through depression when I was in 8th grade, and I had to go to a complete different high school because of that. I didn't know anyone. You lose self-esteem. You don't become that confident anymore. You don't believe that you can do certain things, and that's an issue for them, right? Remember, think about the person you care for. Imagine them going through that. They have trouble sleeping. It's already been 5 years that I've had insomnia. I don't know if you guys know what insomnia is. You have problems sleeping. You can't sleep until like 3, 2 in the morning. And I have school, I have work, I gotta do things. I don't get bullied now, but because of that, it gave me sleeping problems. And that's an issue. Those are short terms. Going on to long terms, there's again the depression continues for long term for the victim. Years later, luckily I don't have that, but there are people that have experienced bullying that still go through depression. They become self-destructive. Think about people, there's people that even go so far as they want to end their lives because of this. So this is a serious issue, right? People end their lives because of this. So it has to be acknowledged. You guys have to be aware of it right now that you guys are young. But I'm sure right now the bullies are chilling like that. They're probably looking like, that ain't me. I don't experience that, right?
I have no problem with this.
What?
Nothing to do with me.
But there actually are outcomes for the bullies for now and for the future. And this is something you guys want to pay attention to. For short term, as in now, the bullies here in the school, in the county, in the United States, they have difficulty maintaining friendships with others because they just feel like they gotta be better than everyone else. They gotta have this power, they gotta put down people, right? So they're gonna lose friends. That's bad vibes. No one wants bad vibes around. They generally don't do well in school. I can't tell you how many times I know friends now that aren't in college because they were too busy bullying rather than paying attention to school. You know, get your good grades, go to a good school, get a good job, right? They tend to skip class, drop out. I had a friend in junior high school. His name was Victor Arroyo. He completely dropped out of junior high. He didn't even go to high school. He didn't even go to high school. I don't even know what he's doing now, but he didn't complete high school. And he was one of the biggest bullies that I dealt higher risk for alcohol and substance abuse. You know, there's people, I know you guys are 8th graders, but in my junior high, they were doing some of that. And that's pretty crazy for me to think. 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds.
I mean, but this is also you guys coming too. You guys, I know some of you guys might not think like, oh, some of people, especially with the alcohol, but some of you guys have been trying to go down this path because of what, you know, being that bully that you guys think you're not. And the short terms, it might not be nothing to you right now, but like while he's gonna go over the long terms, it's gonna affect you.
Right, so the long terms, you increase the percentage of being convicted. You guys know what convicted means? Going to prison, going to jail. You know, some of my classmates, they ended up going that route. They ended up going that route because of their attitude that they had at school, because of the serious issue that you guys need to listen up in your head that this is not okay, right? And in the long run, you guys do end up having, not you, but the bullies might have difficulty maintaining a relationship with friends, family members, you know, etc. So now we're going to talk about the solutions. Maybe you guys can help the victims. Maybe you guys can prevent it from happening or stop bullying yourself.
So remember the acronym sheet. So for self-reminder, you can see right there. Understand the difference between rude, mean, bullying, what we just talked about. And how would you put yourself in their shoes? What would it feel like if you were there, you were being bullied, or some of your friends were being bullied? So just remind yourself that it's just bullying is just not a good thing. As for help the victims, you have to speak up. You can't hide away from that because that's how bullying perpetuates, how it continues. You want someone to be there for you if you're being bullied. And you could be that one. As for educating others, you should be paying attention to, you know, what we've been talking about this whole time and telling others about it.
Yeah, spread the word of what's going on. And remind yourself, like, okay, as you're educating yourself, educate your friends, cousins, even people you don't really know. Just let them know, like, okay, keep this in mind, like, oh, it might not be physical, it might not be verbal or something, but just see, like, you start seeing little signs, you're like, okay, I think I'm going down the path of being bullied or I'm getting bullied. You start to look at little things like that. So that's how you can also kind of educate yourself and others by noticing the little things, like maybe, you know, watch your language. Watch your language is the biggest thing. And then also be mindful of what you're doing on the internet, stuff like that.
So I know what you guys are thinking. Another lecture about bullying, right?
This is a serious issue that we need to address. No one's going to talk about it until we talk about it.
So we are here to challenge you guys to take action, to treat yourself and others, and be mindful that people are getting bullied, and think about like how you feel, and always remember that spread nothing but good vibes and being the voice for the voiceless.
Thank you.
Thank you.